Shield family, Jaya Crawford here, Regional Director for North Texas, and I'm so excited to be virtually with everyone today for our Super Saturday for December. So exciting. I can't believe that 2020 has already gone by. So what we're going to do is talk today about our incentive programs that we have. And as you can see on your screen, there are several different incentive buckets. And it's really wonderful because what that means is that all associates in Legal Shield are able to participate in the incentive programs. So let's dive right in. We've got Don Thompson, who is the president of our networking division of Legal Shield, who's going to go over a summary of all of the plans or incentive programs that we have available to us right now.
Well, hello, Legal Shield, and welcome to the month of December. Can you believe it? It is December 2020, and we have some exciting announcements to share with you today. But first of all, congratulations on a fantastic close to the month of November. Did you know last month in November, we had an increase of 71% in recruiting year over year? If you just look at 12 months ago in November of 2019, compare it to last month, November of 2020, 71% increase in recruiting. We had a huge increase in premium, a huge increase in production, and also our cancellations were down again, which means that we're doing the right things. We're writing good business. We're recruiting associates. We're helping them level up and cashing on these great level up incentives. Speaking of our level up incentives, I wanted to update you on a little bit of a modification to our level up incentives that takes effect on December 1st. And that's how you qualify for the manager and senior manager incentives. As you know, you can qualify for manager on personal production or through having 400 in organizational premium plus 3 recruits. Or you can also do the same for senior manager, qualify on personal production or through building an organization. Effective December 1, you can still qualify for those levels either way, but to qualify for the level up bonuses, you must have the recruits necessary to level up. After all, this is a builder bonus incentive. This is an incentive to help you get started in your business and add team members to your team so that you can help them level up and you can start building an organization. That's what these level up bonuses are all about. And by the way, 95% of all associates who qualify for these bonuses are already doing it by recruiting team members. So we just want to simplify the bonuses and let you know that effective December 1, if you get there through personal membership production, you'll still get level advanced, but there's no additional bonuses attached to that. To get those bonuses, go out and build a team, and you'll be rewarded big time with our Level Up bonus program at Fast Start, Future Leaders of Legal Shield, and also our senior manager level. Now let me share another exciting announcement for the month of December. We want you to get started fast in December, and we want to help you pay for those holiday gifts. Why put your holiday gifts on a credit card when Legal Shield will send you a bonus to help cover those gifts for your family? And so we're excited to announce our December Earn Holiday Cash PC Push Incentive. It's only 10 days. It goes from December the 1st to December the 10th. It ends midnight on December the 10th. And there's 3 levels of bonuses. The first level is enroll $60 in network premium, plus recruit 1 brand new associate, 60 plus 1, and earn an additional $100 bonus. The second level is go out and enroll 120 in network premium, recruit 1 brand new associate, and you're going to earn a $200 additional bonus. But the third level, the big level, the level you should all be shooting for, is enroll 240 in network premium and recruit 2 new associates by midnight Central Time on December the 10th, and we're going to pay you a $400 bonus. We're going to also let you know that those bonuses will be in your accounts no later. We're going to send them no later than December the 20th. So you will have them in time to go out and use it for the holidays. So we want to help you earn your holiday cash this holiday season, this month in December, by getting off to a big start here in the month of December. Again, level 1, level 2, or level 3. All you need to know is which level are you shooting for. You have until midnight Central Time on December the 10th. And of course, we have so many other great incentives going on right now that you can qualify for. But make sure you go out, get off to a fast start in the month of December, launch your business, and cash in on our holiday cash PC push incentive.
Exciting stuff, right? Now we're going to talk about our 2021 Performance Club Summer Getaway. So this is an all expense paid vacation. Every year Legal Shield does it. We have a fantastic incentive trip in the summer, and it's always at some beautiful, tropical, amazing location. And this upcoming year, it's going to be in Los Cabos. So let's go ahead and roll the video. We're going to watch and find out more details about the incentive trip for Los Cabos, and we'll talk about how to be able to qualify. Guys, so you've got the information right there on your screen. You see our 2021 Performance Club Summer Getaway is going to be held between July 14th through 18th of next year, so 2021. So make sure that you put it in your calendar and get ready for it. So there's several different ways that you're able to qualify for the incentive trip, and the incentive qualification period has already started. So for those of you who are network builders, meaning that you, as well as your team, you're recruiting, you're writing memberships together, you've got the opportunity to qualify for this trip. So the qualification period runs from October 1st. So it started this past October, and it goes until February, the end of February of next year. And so the way that you qualify for this one with the network builders, the company is going to look at your organizational power team network premium, and then they're going to multiply that by the organizational power team recruits and multiply that as well by the organizational retention. So they're looking at memberships, they're looking at recruits, and they're looking at retention. So for you and your team. And again, the top 150 network builders are going to be invited on the trip. Now, the second qualification bucket for being able to be invited to the Performance Club trip is the top 10 network producers. And so what this basically means is, instead of looking at your entire team, they're looking at you as a network producer, right? And so again, same qualification period, October 1st, 2020 through February 28th of 2021. And what the company looks at in this bucket is the personal network premium. So again, your personal memberships that you are writing times your personal recruits, so the people who you're personally bringing on board as associates, and your personal retention. So all of that's going to be multiplied, and the top 10 network producers are going to be invited to the trip. We also have additional qualification for the Performance Club Summer Getaway. So just know that the associates must qualify for Performance Club every single month during the contest period. So again, that starts from October of this year through February of next year. And you must be registered for the 2021 International Convention in order to be eligible to qualify for the trip and be listed on the leaderboard. And so you see there at the very bottom, the deadline to register for all of you who are in the running, right, for these incredible trips. The deadline to register is December 31st of this year. So you've only got about a week or so to get this finished up. So make sure you do it today, right? Now, this is an incredible incentive having to do with the all expense paid vacation, the incentive trip. We have this Reach for the Beach, and it is the ultimate summer vacation giveaway. So I know a lot of you were thinking, oh my gosh, it sounds great to be able to go on an all expense paid vacation. And by the way, guys, Legal Shield doesn't just take, the top 10 or the top 20. They take hundreds of associates every year on these getaways. So I know many of you are thinking, well, man, I didn't Performance Club qualify, in October or November. Or maybe you're brand new and you weren't even around in October or November, and you still want to be able to be invited, right, to go to the summer incentive getaway. And so you're still able to qualify for one of our drawings. And so what the company has basically put together, so you qualify between November 1st and December 31st. So this is basically a 2-month incentive program. And basically you've got 3 different steps that you can take to qualify to get entered into a drawing for one of these trip giveaways. So step 1 is to recruit 4 or more associates with the membership. Okay. So even if you weren't around last month, you can still recruit 4 associates this month. And step 2 is to help 2 of the new associates to fast start qualify. Okay, so you got 4 new associates at least. You at least help 2 of them to fast start qualify. And remember, fast start qualification is helping each one of those to have $100 in premium dollars and 1 recruit, or $180 in premium dollars. It's going to get them fast start qualified when they do it within their first 20 days, and also attend a fast start training class. And step 3 is to help one of those associates that you've recruited, right, during this period to advance to manager. And remember, in order for someone to advance to manager, they basically need to have the 400 in personal premium or 403 recruits, and together them and their team have 400 in premium, right? So, okay, that's the 4, the 2, and the 1. So at least 4 new associates recruited since the beginning of November through the end of December, helping 2 of those new recruits to fast start qualify, and then helping 1 of those new associates to reach the manager level. And what happens then, right? You actually get an entry into the drawing. And what's being given away, you can actually win one of 25 all expense paid trips to Los Cabos. So again, even if you weren't around at the start of the contest period, or you haven't been in Performance Club since October, you can still get entered into the drawing to win one of 25 additional all incentive paid vacations. So we all can do that, right, guys? All right, now let's talk about our new associate incentive. So we just talked a little bit about it, right? The fast start qualification. So get paid and promoted fast. It's all about helping a new associate, a brand new associate, launch their Legal Shield business. We're excited to help people to start their Legal Shield business, but we really want to help people to launch their business by helping them to get paid and promoted. And so the way that you do this, if you're a brand new associate, you want to make sure that you attend your fast start training class and advance to senior associate within your first 20 days. And so here's a nice visual of how you would actually advance to that senior associate level. So that's you as the associate. And when you have 100 in personal premium dollars, meaning whatever plans you're having people, sign up for, that it adds up to $100 in premium. So let's say You've got a family plan, the 5490 plan. Somebody's getting the Legal Shield and the Family 3B plan. Together, that's 5490. The company rounds up and calls it 55 premium dollars. A couple of those and one of those families also joining as a recruit. That's going to get you fast start qualified, when you attend your training as well within your first 20 days. Or you see the other option there is to have 180 in personal premium dollars. And that, again, within your first 20 days of being an associate, and when you've gone to your fast start training class within that time, you're going to advance to the senior associate level in what we call fast start qualify. And what that gets you as a bonus is a $100 bonus to you and then the person who sponsored you. So your upline sponsor, your upline recruiter, they're going to get a $100 matching bonus as well. So if you are, you've been around for a while, maybe you're already a manager, senior manager, director, etc., in the business, and you're recruiting new associates, this is definitely something we want to help our new associates to do right away again, to launch their business, and we benefit by being able to get a matching bonus of $100. Now, let's talk about our Future Leaders of Legal Shield program. So here's what you want to do to qualify as a future leader of Legal Shield. You want to attend a fast start training and advance to manager within your first 45 days. So you probably already have done that. You probably already have attended your training, right? Because you wanted to get that done within your first 20 days so that you could fast start qualify. And then the next step up from that is making it to the manager position within your first 45 days. And so here again is a really nice visual. You can see that in order to advance to that manager position, you want to either have $400 in organizational premium, which basically means, and you see there the 3 associate legs, right? So it means that you've got 3 associates in your different separate organizations, and together you all write $400 in organizational premium. So together, with the memberships that you write on a, the monthly basis that the membership is paying. So if they're $55 plans or $24.95 legal plans, when you add them all up, it adds up to 400. So when you and your team do that within your first 45 days, that advances you to the manager position, or you can do the 400 in premium personally. And what that does, you can see there, you get a $450 bonus. And there's a matching bonus again, just like with the other incentive for fast start qualification. $150 matching bonus goes to the sponsor or the recruiter. So again, you want to make sure that you've attended your fast start training class and you've advanced to manager within your first 45 days to qualify for that. And there's another bonus. So here's the cool thing, you guys. When a brand new associate gets started with Legal Shield, within their first 90 days, they have the opportunity to get a total of $1,000 in bonus money. We just talked about $100, right? Fast start qualification, $450 advancing to manager, right? Becoming a future leader of Legal Shield. And now we're talking about our senior manager bonus. You want to make sure that you actually advance to manager within your first 90 days. So you've got, or a senior manager in your first 90 days. So you're a manager, right? You've already gotten to manager. You've got your 400 in organizational premium, your 3 recruits in your team. And to get to the senior manager within 90 days, you want to make sure that you've got your $1,350 in organizational premium and 3 senior associate legs. And basically what that means is you've got 3 associates, 3 separate legs, right? Or 3 separate teams who have fast start qualified, or they've, ranked up to that senior associate level. So you've got 3 of those, and together you've written $1,350 in organizational premium. Again, when you do that in your first 90 days, you're going to receive a $450 bonus. And there's a $150 matching bonus, once again, that goes to the recruiter, the upline sponsor, which is so exciting. Now, let's talk about our PC for Life program. Many of you have already heard about Performance Club, you know, how powerful it is to be able to get a monthly cash bonus that comes to us, right? Direct deposit into our bank accounts every roughly 7th of the month. We're excited. But what you don't know, a lot of times, what most associates don't know is that when not only you get into Performance Club, whether it's Performance Club or Performance Club Pro, but when you help your team to do the same thing, if they're a brand new associate, you know, within their first, and I say brand new, but it's really a new associate all the way up to their second year. So their first 24 months of being involved with Legal Shield, when we as sponsors help them to get Performance Club qualified, we're able to also pick up an additional bonus on top of our Performance Club check. So you see it right there on your screen. Help new associates to get started right in their business, Performance Club qualify, and earn upline bonuses each month. A new associate earns a PC check during their first 24 months. How incredible is that, right? So let's look at the top level there. And this is going to be PC, so Performance Club new bonuses. And we'll talk about on the other side of that, Performance Club Pro bonuses in just a second here. So when you have, and you see there with the personal or organizational retention of 77% or higher. So again, it's important that we're writing good business. We're teaching our team to write good business because it's directly tied to us being able to receive our bonuses, right? So let's look there at the first column. It says sponsor. So under PC new bonuses, if you guys are following along with me here, it says sponsor. And that's months 2 through 24, $50. So what that basically means is when you sponsor or recruit a new associate and they're getting into Performance Club, so they've got their 90 premium dollars that they're starting to write on a monthly basis, from their second month all the way up to their 24th month that they're in Performance Club, you'd get an extra $50 added to your Performance Club check. That's a big deal, right? $50 is $50. However, you can increase that in a couple of different ways. So you look down a little bit, you see a senior director. So if you are also the upline senior director for that new associate, you're going to pick up an additional $63 bonus. If you're not quite there yet, the person who is the senior director is going to also pick up the $63 bonus. Whoever the upline executive director is for that new associate is going to get a $75 bonus. Whoever the upline platinum executive director is for that new associate is going to also receive a $75 bonus added onto their Performance Club check. And if you are all of those levels, right, for the new associate, you're just going to add all that money up and that's going to be added to your Performance Club check. And the awesome thing about this, you guys, this isn't just for one associate. This isn't just for one recruit, right? This is for as many associates as you bring on board, you know, between their second and 24 months in the business. When they're getting paid, they're getting their Performance Club check. You're also going to receive these bonuses. Now, I want everybody to look over to the second column where it says PC Pro new bonuses. And so again, PC Pro is when we have 180 in Performance Club or premium dollars, right? Or we can do the 120 with one recruit. And that also is going to get us to that 180. And by the way, even for Performance Club, you can do 90 premium dollars or 60 premium and one recruit. That's also going to bump you up to that Performance Club. But let's look back over at Performance Club Pro. So again, when you recruit someone and they begin to qualify for Performance Club at the PC Pro level, so they're 180 or 120 in premium plus one recruit, beginning their second month, and they're starting to receive their bonus, right? Legal Shield is going to double the Performance Club or PC for Life bonus. So you're going to get $100 additional added to your Performance Club check that month as the sponsor. And again, if you're the upline senior director, you get an additional $125 on top of that $100 whoever the upline executive director is, they also get a double bonus of 150, and same with the platinum executive director, getting that additional $150 bonus. So one of the things I love about the PC for Life is Legal Shield really recognizes that, it takes, just like we say, it takes a village to raise a child, right? It takes a village, it takes a team, platinum, executive, senior director, the sponsor, to really raise up and help a new associate to launch their business. And so this is all about teaching good habits long-term, for your team, for your new associates that you bring on board. And of course, we get compensated in an amazing way. And if you look down there, to the other columns there, it just says with a personal or organizational retention between 65% to 76.99, you still get a bonus. You just get a little bit lower bonus because your retention isn't quite there yet, to that 77% or higher. So, I love that too, that Legal Shield says, hey, even as you're continuing to work on, building better retention, retaining more members, we're still going to give you a percentage of that bonus. And, the whole idea is that you increase it and get your full bonus. Now, I'm going to go ahead and roll this video, and it's about our
Legal Shield family.
I'm going to go ahead and roll the very next video, and this is about our upcoming international convention.
Legal Shield family, our time is now. It's your time to re-energize and take control of your future. Now more than ever, every person in North.
All right, guys, our time is now, right? We've got this incredible convention coming up in St. Louis, Missouri. And I tell you what, whether it's been in person or even virtual, Legal Shield does just a first class convention. It's like nothing else you've ever been to if you've never been to a Legal Shield convention. It's so much fun. And again, even if it's virtual, right? With our virtual conventions, it's just been so much fun to be able to connect with people, other associates in Legal Shield, and, being able to chat with them, all the way through. But we really have just amazing presenters and speakers, and you gain so much from these conventions. It's like it boosts your business 6 to 9 months ahead of somebody who doesn't attend. So registration is now open. If you haven't registered for the convention yet, do it now. You see the URL at the bottom of the screen, but it's $99, you guys. I mean, if you look at going to some different personal development, conventions, a lot of times they're hundreds of dollars, if not thousands of dollars. And for $99, it's also a write-off for your business. You get to reinvest in yourself, reinvest in your team. And again, you're light years ahead of the folks that don't go to the convention. So it's my.lsengage.com/convention. And you can also check with your upline executive director or ring earner or platinum executive and see if they purchased some bundle tickets that are also available. You can contact them directly for that. Now, one of my favorite events with the convention, it's the Executive Director Gala. It's such a fun event. You get to get all dressed up. You get to walk the red carpet, take pictures together with, your spouse or significant other or partner, with other associates, maybe on your team. It's just a really exciting event, you guys, and you get treated to an incredible first class dinner. You have a wonderful speaker who, is usually so just insightful and motivational. It's a little bit different from, when the convention starts. It's like your VIP experience before the actual convention starts. So in order to qualify, you would need to qualify as an executive director at least 4 out of the 5 months between November 2020 through March 2021, and be registered, of course, for the Legal Shield convention by March 31st of 2021. And there's a special gift, recognition when you qualify all 5 months. And that's going to be an exciting thing. So again, our time is now, guys. Our Legal Shield convention, it's going to be in St. Louis, Missouri, April 15th through 18th of 2021. We hope that all doors will be open, all flights will be open. We'll be able to travel and see each other, but just make sure that you put it on your calendar and get registered right away. All right, so now we're going to talk about staying connected, and I will pass it over to my incredible business partner.
Hello, everyone. This is Manley Wilson, Regional Director here in Central Texas. Me and my wife have been in the business since March of 2008. So we're going a little over 12 years now with this amazing company and the opportunity that it has provided for us and our families. And it's my pleasure to get to talk about something that's dear to my heart, and that's recognition. I don't think we get enough of that, especially of those that are still out there working in the workplace. I'd say that's probably the least place that you get recognized the most, even for what you do. So here at Legal Shield, we try to change that and make sure that everything you do is a positive and you get recognized for that. So let's kick it off today with our brand new associates that have just started in the business. So let's roll their names. What an amazing group. So it's so good to see new names popping in every day here at Legal Shield and starting their brand new business to go out and protect lives here in the U.S. and then certainly here in Texas. But again, it's also my pleasure to take it up a notch, and from the person who's starting their business, their next launch is to go to senior associate, guys. And how do you get there? You do it with $100 worth of premium and a new recruit, or you do it all by yourself with $180 worth of premium. I can tell you it's much better if you do it with the recruit. So that's how you level up to the $132 a level instead of $110 as an associate. When you market that $54.90 membership, you're now making $132. So let's roll the names that are our new senior associates since November of this year. up, and that's our managers, those that have created 3 legs of associates and produced $400 worth of premium, either personally or organizationally, and they moved up to $154 per membership. And let's now honor those folks and recognize those brand new managers since November of this year. Now we get to congratulate the next level, which is really getting excited, is the senior managers. And that's someone who has at least 3 senior associates on their team in different legs. And they've sold a total of $1,350 worth of premium combined or personally. And now they're moved up to $176 when they market that family legal and ID shield membership. So let's roll the names of our new senior managers since November of this year. Now we're at the top of the food chain. The last permanent position is called the director level. And that's certainly where one of the points you want to get to as soon as possible. And that's when you have 3 managers in separate organizations under you, and you've totally sold $2,700 worth of premium, either personally or organizationally. And trust me, it's a lot easier to do it with a team than it is trying to do it all yourself. And now you're making $209 for every personal membership, legal and identity theft plan that you do for a family. Guys, what an amazing commission for being on a mission to protect lives, I think. And now let's talk about the next 2 levels, our senior directors and our executive directors. Those are the folks that either as a senior director organizationally have hit $700 premium within a given month, or if they're an executive director level, total $1,400 plus in that organization. And that ranges anywhere from $253 of membership as a senior director all the way to $308 when you level up as an executive director. Now that's an earned position, a bonus, if you will, every month that you, from a director forward, that you can earn. And I hope all of you strive. I hope that's one of your end goals is to hit executive director, not just stop at the director level, but keep it moving. So now let's roll those senior directors and executive directors. Wow, guys, what an amazing list all the way from our new associates all the way to our newest executive director. Congratulations to each and every one of you who took your business seriously and have gone out on a mission to protect lives, for people to have a better life because of you, and you're not being ashamed or afraid to go out and share this incredible service and an opportunity attached. So let's now talk about our new Check Qualified Performance Club. These are people that are in the business and for consistently the last 2 months have either sold $90 personal premium or $180 with PC or PC Pro. And now they're starting to receive their very first check for being in performance. So let's roll those names and congratulate them.
Never stop dreaming.
Now let's talk about the Performance Club qualifiers who have been at least 3 months and beyond. I know personally, Barb and I have been in a total of 137 months. Some are less than that, and there's a whole lot more than that. So let's hope that you shoot for the sky and you never look back, and you from day one are in Performance Club, guys, because that's a lot of money. Plus your trips, your bonuses are all tied pretty much to Performance Club. So if I could tell you anything to teach your organization, is to make sure that you help them realize the value of getting in Performance Club and staying in there, not just hitting it, but staying there and being consistently. And last but not least, let's look at the top recruiters for 2020. Guys, this is a close race. There's about 9 or 10 of them are sitting there that have kind of pulled away from everybody, and it's a tight race. We can't tell right now who's going to win it, but I can't wait till the end of the month to see who's pulled this off. Top recruiter for the year 2020. So guys, appreciate each and every one of you. God bless you as we go into the Christmas season. I hope you have a very Merry Christmas from Barbara and I. And I also want to turn it over now to ring earner, Mr. Herman Davis out of the great state of Texas here in the Beaumont area. He's also one of our top trainers. And so I'm going to turn it over to him now to share his portion of our Super Saturday. God bless.
Well, I appreciate that. How you doing, Legal Shield family? Look, I miss so many of you because we were gathering together, having big events, but look, no worries. Because of technology, guess what we can do? We can stay connected. And that's the beauty behind all the great technology that we do have. So instead of spending so much time on social media, just kind of scrolling and scrolling, let me show you some resources that you can use, that you can continue to build your business in spite of a pandemic. So what I want to talk about real quick, let me bring up my screen sharing, is just really staying connected. Look, it's so important for us to stay connected. Why? Because if you don't know what's going on, then you can't utilize the resources that corporate, along with your partners, have put out to help you build a phenomenal business. There is literally no excuse for you not to have something to funnel any type of prospect to, whether it's a personal membership, whether it's ID Shield, whether it's a small business, Legal Shield Espanol, the young professional. We have things set up all throughout the month on a consistent basis so you can send people out to that. So let's look at some of the resources that you have that you can start using actually today to continue to build your business in 2020 strong and begin 2021 even stronger. So right now we have a consistent cadence of Zooms going on. You know, the December Zooms at 1 p.m. Central Standard Time. We have a small business Zoom. We have an opportunity Zoom at 6 p.m. Central Standard Time, a Legal Shield Espanol Zoom at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, and another opportunity Zoom at 8 o'clock Central Standard Time. It's so easy to plug into any one of these events. Why? Because it's the same link. All you have to do is send out www.legalshieldzoom.com. That's how you can join. That's how your guests can join. And it's real simple to plug into these events. These opportunity Zooms have been critical in really providing a daily dose of what we do. So it doesn't matter if you meet someone today, tomorrow, or next week, You can plug them in, and we know consistently the cadence that goes on with these opportunity Zooms. But also, if you look at it, there's the leadership show. We have things that go on daily. I mean, things that go on that are designed to help you understand not only what's currently happening in Legal Shield, but what's going to go on in the future in Legal Shield. Also, with great recognition and everything else, the Legal Shield Leadership Show is live each Sunday evening at 6 p.m. Central Standard Time. And there's a replay every Monday morning at 10 a.m. Central Standard Time. So if you can't make it on Sunday, then you definitely can make it on Monday. Be sure to watch this leadership show, because this is what connection does to me. Sometimes I can be having a hard month, a hard week, or a hard day. And when I watch the leadership show, not only it inspires me and keeps me informed of all the things that are coming up, so I can be prepared and not miss out on promotions and incentives and things of that matter, but it shows me all the success that my fellow Legal Shield associates are having. So it lets me realize it's just really a matter of me learning the skills and getting in the game. So make sure you plug in to the Legal Shield Leadership Show. Also, we have what we call the good newsletter. We got so much bad news in 2020. Ain't it good to have some good news? I know that's not good English, but that's just the way I talk. It is good to have some good news. And this good newsletter, it comes out every Sunday weekly at 12 p.m. Central Time in LS Engage. I love going to LS Engage, and that's a big part of staying connected, which I'm going to show you, that you need to be in LS Engage. But every Sunday at 12 p.m., the good newsletter. Now, there's a lot of good news, and there's always good news when it comes down to what we're doing and how we're building. But let me tell you this, most people don't take the time to just go through the newsletter. Every Sunday, I comb through the newsletter, click on the links so I can figure out what to expect and how to prepare for me personally and my team. Sometimes I'll talk to people, and about 80% of the questions I'm asked are answered right there in the newsletter. So that tells me they're not reading the newsletter. So if you want to be key and ahead of the curve and be a trendsetter and be a leader in this company, then make sure each Sunday you go to lsengage.com, 12 p.m. Central Standard Time, and read your newsletter. It's the guide to what's coming up next. Also, we want you to stay connected with a lot of other things that they have. There's so many resources. You should never, when an associate tells me, I don't know what's going on and I'm just kind of lost and I'm confused, that tells me one thing. That tells me they're not even connected, because there's so many resources to guide you and to show you what's happening. And they say there's so much going on. Well, all these resources put the information in a logical, chronological way that you can understand. So you want to make sure you have LS Engage downloaded on your phone. There's with LS Engage, you get to receive all corporate communication. So if there's like an extension on a promotion, you'll receive it and you'll know it. And now you don't have to worry about 2 or 3 days later when you find out you could have had more time to work. You'll get emails and messaging from your upline and your sponsors. These are your upline platinums and executives and people like that. They can send you messages and let you know how they can reach out and help you. And you also get immediate updates, so you'll know exactly what's going on immediately. We also have our Legal Shield Facebook success page that's filled with all kind of testimonies on how associates are winning. And you need to see that in a world right now that's shining on darkness, we can be their light, but let's light each other up first. We also have our Legal Shield Facebook support page. You have a question, you have an issue, sometimes you can go to that support page and you can find the answers right there. I mean, it's amazing how the office staff works so long and even late night hours on that support page I've seen. We have all kind of live events that are going on. You can go to LS Engage, Prospect by Legal Shield, or you can go to Legal Shield calendar. Speaking of the Legal Shield calendar, let me show you how the Legal Shield calendar looks, because this is something that I look at literally every day. Why? I look at this calendar because I want to find out what's going on. See, here's this is legalshieldcalendar.com, and all of the events, you can use this to figure out what's going on, how to invite people, what's happening next. Let's say, for instance, I'm looking at, like this Young Pros Training Zoom. It happened on December 2nd. I can click on the link, it'll bring it up, and then it'll tell me exactly what it is. I can just join the event from there, what time the event is. I can even click this add to calendar button, and guess what it'll do? It'll add it to my phone's calendar. So my exercise that I would do is I would go into the Legal Shield, legalshieldcalendar.com, find every event that I wanted to go to or I wanted to send people to, and I would add it to my phone's calendar. And that way I can be reminded, and you can set reminders that when that event is going to happen, maybe 24 hours before that event, and maybe set another reminder for 10 minutes before the event so you won't miss anything. See, this is about being proactive. If you stay connected, that means that you're planning and you're purposely growing your business. And that's what we want to do. We want to purposely grow our business. So let's get back to the presentation. So you want to make sure you go into the Legal Shield calendar, search for those events, those future events you want to go in. Look a week in ahead of time. Look 2 weeks ahead of time. Find those events that you want to send prospects to, that you want to attend, add them to your personal phone calendar so you'll never miss another event again. Now, we also have, a specialty units, like I like to call, like our ladies of justice, phenomenal women doing phenomenal things. And there's something literally going on just about every single day. So you can not only get acclimated to their community, but also take advantage of all the things they're doing, like the Monday night training or the Tuesday coffee or the getting started right. You got a new Ladies of Justice member. We know every Wednesday at 7 o'clock, there's the new ambassador training. And all of these things right here can be easily found. Guess what? At ladiesofjusticezoom.com. You can go to ladiesofjusticezoom.com and see all of these things. So we make it so easy for you to plug into them. And all the information I just showed you can be found in LS Engage. You can go into resources, Ladies of Justice, or we can join the Facebook group at facebook.com/groups/Ladies of Justice. Legal Shield in Espanol, same thing. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Saturday, events are going on. There's so much organization with Legal Shield, but you have to be plugged in to find these things out. See, everything I'm showing you, I would go on a calendar once again, and I would plug those events into my personal calendar. And if you have any prospects that need to that understand Spanish more than English, then guess what? On Tuesday, there's a recruiting call. On Wednesday, there's a recruiting Zoom. On Saturday, on the first Saturday of the month, there's Super Saturdays. So all this information is on the Legal Shield calendar and also in the Legal Shield Facebook group. Anyone that has a small business? Well, look, there's things that they can do with small businesses. Once again, go back to the calendar, check. You can search for small business. You can search for these things. All these things are available for you. Young professionals, anybody between 18 and early 30s, well, they want to hear from someone that's having a huge amount of success in Legal Shield that's in that same age group. Look, I'm not a young professional, even though I try to act like one, but it's always good to be able to send someone to the Young Professional Zoom, whether it's the recruiting Zoom on Monday or the recruiting Zoom on Thursday. And especially if I'm getting a young professional started in a business, I love to send them on a training Zoom on Wednesday. All of these Zooms can be accessed from youngpros2020.com. And then also, if you don't know, get your Legal Shield card. Go to legalshieldstore.com. That way that you can show your Legal Shield card to people. You can put it in your window decal. You can have it up in your wallet. It's so cool. I love having this sticker right there on my car so everyone knows that I'm protected with my rights. So once again, I appreciate everyone. My name's Herman Davis, coming out of Beaumont, Texas. Let's get connected and stay connected. The reason why I've had the success that I've had over the last, oh my goodness, almost 20 years, is I'm connected to the power. With that, I turn it back over to you guys.
Hey, Legal Shield family, Daniel Abbott here, coming to you and really want to spend just a few minutes. And as we wrap up today, and what an awesome day it has been with recognition and talking about all of the great things our company is doing this month. And stay tuned, because coming up January 2nd, we're going to have a huge leadership show we're going to launch into the new year. So stay tuned and look out for invites and all the ways that you can watch this special leadership show. Again, January 2nd, it's going to be a national leadership show, national Zoom. So today I just want to spend a few minutes sharing with you guys some things that you can do right now to help you in 2021. And whether you're brand new or you've been in the business for a few years and you're looking at what you want to accomplish in 2021. And really the question boils down to maybe 2020 was not the best year you've had, right? We know a lot of people are struggling and dealing with many issues, and it's been hard for everybody. But I want you to understand to not also take your eye off where you can be a year from now. It's easy to look in the past and dwell, but what I want you to do and what you need to do is make sure you keep your vision on the future. And one of the best ways to do that is setting goals. As we know, this time of year, we get into the new year, we start hearing a lot about in our society of, setting New Year's resolutions. And this is something that, study after study has showed us that people that set New Year's resolutions don't even continue on them a week after setting them, right? They set them, maybe on New Year's or before, hey, I want to, lose weight, always one of the most popular ones, right? I want to be fit in 2021. But yet a week after January 1st, they're back in their old routine. So I want to give you some not only tips and ways that I believe and that I know can help you not only set your goals and identify them, which is important, but then also accomplish them and then make sure it's obtainable and trackable as you move into 2021 and beyond to be able to keep yourself accountable to those goals. So I'm going to look at my notes here, and I just want to give you guys a few notes and just a couple things when we're setting this goal, right? So this is in kind of prep work, right? We don't want to, want to put a goal out there because we heard somebody else do it, or it's the popular one, or, you don't want to go with the crowd. You want to make sure you're setting, this is your goal. So the one thing is making sure your goal matters to you. And it sounds, maybe like, well, Daniel, of course it does. I'm the one setting it, but I really want you to spend some time. What do you want out of your Legal Shield business? What do you really want, right? What do you want to accomplish in 2021, right? And look at, is it measurable, right? And we know if, whether maybe you set a recruiting goal, maybe it's an income goal, whatever it is, it should be measurable, but make sure you know how to measure it. So, you can reach out to your upline support or your field leadership, myself included, that can help you and make sure not only you're setting your goal that's measurable, but also you see how to track it with all of our back office resources. Also, making sure that has an end date. So we're talking about setting a goal for 2021, right? So you want to make sure you're saying, hey, this is when I want to accomplish it. You don't want to leave it open-ended. And this is something that really can get in your head, right? You can say, well, I want to make $100,000. Okay. But are you going to make $100,000 in 2021? Like, it really get specific and get that end date. And then, identifying, and this is an easy one, I think, for us, but making sure you have all the tools you need to accomplish your goal, right? And again, this is a great time to reach out to your support team, your upline, and even your downline to ask them, are they setting their goals, right? And making sure that you guys are kind of all on the same page, and you can help your support team, your upline can help you be accountable. And also you can help your team be accountable for them to their goals. Again, also making sure that you set your first 10-day goal, because it's easy to say, hey, I'm going to, do this in 2021. But one of the problems, and again, study after study has shown this, that when people set New Year's resolutions, they say, well, I want to accomplish this in 2021. And again, go back to the popular one of, saying, hey, I want to lose weight. Well, mentally, we can start telling ourselves, well, we got the whole year, right? It's okay to have this one slip. It's okay to eat this one thing that I said I wasn't going to eat, but just eating it right now, right? It's just a week after New Year's, or it's just a day after New Year's. I'll start tomorrow. And then we keep doing that over and over again because we didn't set a short-term goal. So I want you to set a 10-day goal. So what are you going to do? What are you going to change? Right? Because in order for you to have something in 2021 that you didn't have in 2020, something or a lot of things or a few things, many things, whatever, right, has to change. Right? So setting that 10-day goal can start making you change your habits to accomplish your long-term goal. Hope that makes sense, right? You're setting a short-term goal can help you hit your habits, right? Get into a routine, a new routine, and create the habits for a long-term goal. So what is your 10-day goal? So I also, would love you to, keep a journal, keep, a log, whether it's, a weekly or a daily, something that, again, you can go back and you can look at the weeks that you were successful, the days that you were successful. And again, we all know this is a journey, right? And so you're going to have days, you may have a week that you don't accomplish everything that you did the week prior, or you're going to accomplish the next week. But it's, again, holding yourself accountable and then having it measurable so you can see. So having something that you can write down information and say, hey, this is what, I did this week. This is what I did this morning. So again, I'm going to go through a couple of these. And this is just going through like a daily routine of, filling in this journal. And in the morning, it's just identifying what you're grateful for. So, right, it's getting you on that right mindset. One of my favorite things to do is read personal development in the morning and in the evening, or listening to some personal development, whether it's a podcast, whether it's watching free content on YouTube. It's just getting some energy in the morning that gets me in the right mindset. Right. So, getting that right mindset, expressing gratitude, and getting into some personal development in the morning, and then, reinstating your goal. Say, hey, this is what I said I was going to do. And then setting some micro goals for the day. And you may be saying, well, Daniel, I'm part-time, I'm full-time. Well, this is, something else that I definitely want to touch on is, whether you're part-time, full-time, whatever it is, right? It does not matter. But make sure, again, you're setting your goal for how many hours you're planning on spending. So maybe what you need to do first is also identify how many hours a day or a week that you're going to spend building your Legal Shield business, right? You can't say, well, I'm going to spend 2 hours a week building my Legal Shield business, but your goal is to make 6 figures in 2021, right? The time spent does not equal the, it doesn't give you the best chance, at least, for earning that 6 figures if you're not spending enough time into what you want. So it's identifying, how many hours a day, a week that you're going to spend doing this task and you're going to devote to your business, but then setting goals for that time period. A great example of this is, let's say you're part-time and you're going to spend, an hour a day building your Legal Shield business, right? So this hour, set goals in that hour of what you want to accomplish in that hour. Because as we all know, there are distractions, right? There are distractions everywhere, whether it's family, right? I'm married. I have 2 young kids, right? I can sometimes hear them in my office, knocking on the door, daddy, come play. And why, sometimes you can start mentally going, well, isn't that the reason why I'm doing this? So I can do things like that. Yes. But you have to work in order to have the time freedom, right? You have to do the things to create the leverage. So it doesn't mean you don't still spend time with your family. I'm just saying, just giving an example here, but making sure you're not letting distractions distract you in that time. So this is why time management is so important, being your own boss, right? And in Legal Shield, you're your own boss. Nobody's calling you, making you accountable, and, holding, and can actually say, hey, Daniel, did you do your 2 a day today? And if I say no, well, you're fired, right? That's not going to happen. So you got to make sure that you're setting yourself up for success when you're building your business in that time period. So again, I'm gonna go back to the example. You got an hour a day to, devoted to building your Legal Shield business. And, when you have that time period, that space of, maybe in your office, like for an example, I'm in right now, I'm part-time, let's say, and I'm going to spend an hour a day. Well, what goals do I want to accomplish in that hour? Maybe it's a new prospect goal. So how many people do I want to get looking at information, put, in play? How many people do I want to in that hour, make sure that I'm getting committed or telling me they're going to watch information? Do I have a follow-up goal? Do I have people to follow up with? How many people do I want to follow up with and move to the next step in our core system, right? In our 6 simple steps to recruiting and enrolling members. So also how many people on the team, you're building a team, do I want to reach out to, ask how they're doing, how can I help them, and make sure I'm plugging into my team as well. So, set a few goals that you can accomplish in that hour, because then those little small goals are what add up to the big goals, right? I mean, just think about having a goal to how many prospects you want to talk to in an hour, right? Getting committed to looking at information, how many prospects you're going to follow up with, and then reaching out to your team and motivating and inspiring your team. Well, there's 3 things. If you do that, if you compound that over a week, over a month, I promise not only is your team going to change, right? And your prospecting and your following up and your numbers are going to change. Your income is going to directly change because of that as well. So again, setting those micro goals, so to speak, every day. And, as we just talked about, it's creating a plan. This is, again, I believe one of the biggest problems with setting New Year's resolutions is, as one of my mentors, John Addison talks about in his book, Real Leadership. He talks about, New Year's resolutions and setting goals. And, his story that he talks about in his book is, he says, New Year's resolutions that everybody talks about. Hey, I want to go lose weight. I want to do this. And you'll go to the gym, right? And we can all see this, maybe not as much this year, right? But, with everything going on in our world, but beginning of the year, right? January 1st through about mid-February, the gyms are packed, right? You can't find a machine anywhere. And as Mr. Addison talks about, he says by March, you could shoot a cannon through the place and not touch anybody, because people didn't have a plan, right? You come out of the gate expired and motivated, like, hey, this year is going to be different. This year I'm going to do things different. But because you didn't have a plan, right? You didn't have a daily plan of what you were going to accomplish, a weekly plan, a monthly plan, a 90-day plan, a mid-year plan, right? A year, right? You didn't have it all planned out. You just had a goal, right? And a goal without vision is not a goal, right? A goal without a plan is not a goal. So making sure you're creating that action plan that we just talked about, to making sure that you're staying on track. And then I want you to review what you've done every day. Just this can be accomplished in, literally a couple of minutes, right? So you spend that hour a day, again, just going back to this example, you spend that hour a day, devoted to building your business. Well, maybe the last 5 minutes you take and you review what you accomplished in that hour. Hey, I made 10 exposures. I got 10 people committed to looking at information. I had 5 follow-ups that I have that are moving to the next step, which is looking at a full presentation. And then I followed up with some new team members, helping them getting plugged into fast starts. And I talked to some other associates out there, that making sure that they're staying accountable to their goals, right? And again, just giving examples here, but reviewing what you did and then celebrate your wins. Celebrate your wins. This is so important, because I want you to have something at the end of the goal, a reason not only to accomplish the goal, but a motivation. So, for an example, I'll give you an example of what I did a few years ago. So 2016, me and Sarah, we were married, didn't have any kids yet. We were working. We made the goal to get our six-figure ring, and we were running and doing everything we could. We were taking our daily action plan and putting the things that I was just we were sitting here mentioning into action. And I'd actually told her when we started the journey, and we actually, I had a different goal, but then I saw that our goal, I could stretch ourselves. And this is, something I'll talk about in a minute is, reevaluating your goals. But we were about, I think it was in October, and we had actually already hit our goal for the year. I'd set an income goal, as I do every year, and we'd hit that goal. And so me and my wife, we were having a conversation, and I said, "Listen, I really think we can hit the six-figure ring this year." And she, was like, "Well, I know we've been working hard, and especially you, and so, how much more time is this going to take?" And I said, "Well, it's going to take putting our nose down and really grinding even harder than what we have the past, several months." But I told her, I said, "But I promise you, it'll be worth it." And I said, "In fact, here," and she'd had, since, we had met, she had this kind of image of, she wanted a Yukon Denali, just again, a Yukon Denali. She wanted it white, and she wanted it with black rims. And this was something we had talked about early in our marriage and even dating. We had goals, we had dreams, and we talked about them often. And I told her, I said, that Yukon that you've been wanting, and that I know you've been talking about since we met. I'll tell you what, if we, if you support me, and if you, help me, stay accountable, and we put our nose down to the ground, and when we get our six-figure ring, I will buy you that Yukon. So I kind of got her invested in the goal that maybe she wasn't buying what I was selling, right? She wasn't buying the goal at first, but I incentivized, all of us, me included. I wanted a new car, right? And actually, we, kind of fast forward the story, we did hit our six-figure ring. We bought the Yukon, and we were actually going to Atlanta, Georgia, for the New Year kickoff that we did we used to do every year a few years ago. And I was driving to Atlanta. We were in the Yukon, and I'd actually planned a few weeks before, one of the other things my wife wanted to do. She wanted to go back to Disney World. And so I actually surprised her on that trip. We actually drove to Atlanta, went to the regional, and we actually drove on down to Disney and spent a week, just me and her, in Disney World. And that kind of, some of you know that, big Disney fans. And so that kind of started our, really my love for sure for Disney World. But I mentioned that to say, get, whether you have naysayers, maybe they're in your home. Maybe it's not a supportive spouse as you would love, or maybe your kids again are knocking at your door, going, "Daddy, Mommy, why are you working during the day, your job, and then coming home and not spending time with me, or your, this hour or 2 hours that you could be spending time with me?" And you can feel guilty, right? You can feel like, am I doing what I'm supposed to be doing? I know I'm listening and I'm plugging into the system, what Legal Shield's telling me, but I feel like I'm not getting the reward that they're telling me that I'm going to get, which is the time freedom, the leverage, and things that we talk about. But remember, you have to work, right? You have to do the work in order to get to there where you have leverage and other things. So I would get your family involved. Again, something that I do quite often, and I learned this from my grandparents, Larry and Mary King, and that is, get your kids involved, get your spouse involved, of ways of saying, "Hey, if I accomplish this goal," whether it's a weekly goal, make it small things in a month, and then of course make it a big thing in a year. So, sit down with your family, make sure that they're aware of why you're doing what you're doing, even if they're not supportive. Say, "Hey, this is the year that I'm going to take Legal Shield to the next level. I know and you can identify, right? I know that, you're not really big on me doing this and everything, but I'm telling you, this is the vehicle. This is it. This is the one that I know is going to help us accomplish and do the things that we want to do. So I laid out this goal. It's, to make $50,000 this year. And I know it's going to take maybe some more time of me devoting to this business and going and doing, more Zoom events and following up and really digging in and having that special time that I'm devoting to building my business. So I want to get you guys involved. I want you guys to support me in my decision. So what are some things some dreams, some goals that you guys want this year, right? And your kids, they're gonna, I have a 4-year-old and a 2-year-old. So it's, saying, hey, if I accomplish this goal this week, if you let dad do these things and I get it done, we'll go do this, or I'll get you this, or we'll, spend time doing that, right? It doesn't have to be monetary things that you get them. Of course, it can be just, spending a special time going to do this or whatever, right? And again, a spouse or, girlfriend, boyfriend, right? Somebody that maybe not as supportive with your business. It's saying, hey, let's go on a trip. A year from now, when I accomplish the $50,000 ring or $100,000 ring or whatever goal you're setting out, if I accomplish this, if you allow me to spend time, devote to this, when I hit it, this is what we're going to do, right? So it's not only setting the goal, but it's setting a reward to help you in that goal. So also I want you to identify, right? Write down things that you're struggling with. And this is a great thing to do daily, weekly, but it's identifying obstacles, because so many times we try to ignore them, and most obstacles that we go through, ignoring them does not make them better, right? Ignoring them normally makes the situation worse, right? Ignoring it can compound the problem over time. So it's, taking a daily look at what you struggle with. So when you're spending that 5 minutes, whatever at the end of your day, of your time period that you've devoted, it's, what did I struggle with today? Was it, getting new prospects committed to look? Was it the follow-up? Was it, supporting my team? What did I struggle with today? And then, that next morning, that next day that you're looking at your accomplishments and your struggles, like, hey, yesterday I and then it's, hey, how can I spend some time in training and devoting to listening to personal development in my car or whatever podcast to how do I get better at the follow-up, right? Because if you don't identify you're not good at the follow-up, you're not going to spend time devoted to helping yourself with a follow-up. So it's identifying what your obstacles are, and then again finding a solution. And maybe it's, hey, I'm struggling with finding that hour a day. Okay, well, maybe it's time to reevaluate what our goal was, because I'm of the mindset, I would rather you reevaluate a goal early on, change your goal, change your plan, versus, not accomplish your goal, not change your plan, and just keep doing what you're doing. Right? I hope that makes sense. So, it's, maybe you set a big lofty goal, which is great, but if you're not on track after 10 days, right? This is why it's important to set a 10-day goal to see, are you changing the daily disciplines that it takes to accomplish your goal? And if you're not, maybe it's time to reevaluate your goal and reevaluate what you're wanting, so you can, again, not conform and go back to what you're doing, because you still want to stretch, but it's what am I identifying that I'm struggling with, and how can I get over that? Is it something I can overcome in order to accomplish my goal? So again, it's identify what's working. So what are you doing that's working? What are you doing that you're, as John Addison says again, what are your good ats? What are you doing that's working? Again, write these things down, because I know if you're like me, you guys will forget. You'll forget. You'll have um, uh, good things that you think of, and you're like, oh, and you won't write them down. They forget about them. So, what are your good ats, and what are things that you're bad at? It's identifying those things, and how can you focus and spend more energy at the good ats, but also focus some time to getting better at the things that you're not as good at, right? Or maybe bad at. And then the last thing I just want to mention is keeping yourself accountable, right? Keeping yourself accountable. And so with this, find somebody that you can work out with. So I was listening to a podcast, or it was actually a YouTube video a few weeks ago, and they were talking about working out, and they were relating some of their struggles and stuff to working out at the gym, and accomplishing their health, right? Some of their health goals that they were doing, and they were talking about how much how it's important to have a workout partner, right? And whether it's somebody that is kind of on the same track you are, even getting hiring a trainer to help you. And while in Legal Shield, you don't have to hire a trainer, we have so many people that are willing to support each other that it's, amazing in our business. So, what you want to do is make sure you have a workout partner that has the same like-minded goal as you. For an example, related to the gym, I don't want to go out and pick the biggest guy, or a guy that maybe already looks already all muscular, and he's everything. He's already working out. He's been working out for a couple of years, and I'm like, well, I want to start working out. I don't need that person as a workout partner, right? Because he's on a different level than me, right? He's gonna be doing things that it's gonna discourage me, because I'm gonna look at him and go, well, why can he do it and I can't? Well, it's because you're just starting out, right? Your goal is to committed to maybe hitting director, or maybe it's hitting senior director or hitting ED. But so you don't want to have a workout partner as an ED, right? That could be a mentor. That could be somebody that you're getting advice and helping you with some things of how to spend your time wisely. How to devote. How many hours a week, a day, and a month to devote to your business to be an ED. That's things to. That's somebody, again, as a mentor, you can ask questions and get feedback. But a workout partner is somebody that you're going to be held accountable to each other, and you're trying to accomplish the same goal. So, use this time period, right? These next couple of weeks as we close out 2020 to reach out. The first thing, if you have some friends, maybe that in the business that live close and stuff. I know we're not doing our weekly live briefing, so it can be sometimes harder in person as far as to connect and find those people. But reach out to your regional directors. We have the Wilsons, Herman Davis, Jaya Crawford. You guys have some of the best regional directors in all of the country. They're there and that will help you not only connect you with maybe some other associates, but I'll also help you, identify those reports and some other things that you may be able to help you accomplish your goal and keep you on track. But it's finding somebody that's like mine. And one of the best ways, I had a workout partner for many years when I started the business. But now, of course, kind of my workout partner and person is my spouse. But when I first got started, I had somebody on my team that was a workout partner, and it was great because as we were pushing each other, it was rewarding to me to help somebody on my team reach their goals as well. So, if that's possible, that's always awesome, right? To have somebody on your team that you can be a workout partner with. It's really easy, especially if you're a brand new associate. You go recruit a brand new associate. You guys are kind of on the same level, and you can be workout partners, set the same goals. You're in the same place. So, commit to that workout partner, and then just stay accountable. Guys, I know, for many of us, we've maybe lost loved ones. We've lost friends and family, and 2020 has been tough, right? And it's sometimes, um, as the Legal Shield University, uh, I was helping Mr. Self this past week on, and Don Yeager said it's you have a choice to either be bitter or be better. You have a choice to be bitter or be better. And we all have to make that choice, right? We all have different struggles and things that we're dealing with, whether it's due to um, COVID-19 and maybe the loss or health issues, or maybe it's financial. There's different things, and maybe it's a combination. So there's different things that we can all look at and point fingers. Um, we can blame others or blame something else for the circumstances that we're dealing with, and maybe most of it probably is out of your control of what has happened to you, right? It may be out of your control. I'll say it again, what has happened to you, but it's your choice. It's my choice what is going to happen to me, right? It's my choice what is going to happen to me. It may not have been up to me what has happened, but it's definitely going to be on me what is going to happen. So I hope everybody stays safe, the remainder of 2020, and you have to spend time with your family if you can, whether it's in person or via Zoom, or however you're being safe this holiday season. And I know for many of us it can, and for a lot of people out there, it can be a struggle not having that family time. So we definitely are keep those people in our prayers, and hope everybody stays safe this holiday season. I so look forward to the day that we don't have to do it on Zoom. We have the option of doing it on Zoom or being in person and seeing you guys, because I do miss all of my family across North America. But I appreciate you guys joining me today. I hope you guys have a safe and blessed holiday. Merry Christmas. Happy New Year. Stay safe, guys.